So we're here after today's game with United manager John Gilbertson. Full-time score was Bristol United 2, FC United Yate 3. So yeah, start with John, give us your thoughts on the game.
It was a great game to watch. A disastrous start. Obviously 3-0 down in the first 10 minutes. A great goal, great header from there from a corner, which we couldn't do a lot about. We got to take your hat off to that. Two bad sort of defensive mistakes cost us, and we found ourselves 3-0 down and sort of mounting the climb. But in the first 10 minutes, I thought, funny enough, to find yourself sort of 10-15 minutes in, 3-0 down, I thought actually we started right. We was playing a lot of football and had more on the ball. And it's just sort of asking the players really to carry on doing what they was doing. As I said, it just sort of come out, 3 goals come out of nowhere. And they did, to give them credit. I mean, they was on the front foot the rest of the first half and had a couple of half chances. And finally got our sort of goal. We're probably about 5 minutes to go half time. Billy Gilbertson, it was a great strike. What was a sort of 3-1 at half time. And at half time, team talk was quite kind of straightforward. It was just to sort of go out second half and continue what we was doing. So I thought we was the better side. It was definitely had a lot more football in possession. And I don't we sort of wasn't doing a lot wrong. So second half, I mean, it was just go out and continue the first half's performance, which we did, and then we managed to get another goal back with from Sam Morgan, a fantastic strike. And yeah, it was, I think we sort of, not, I wouldn't say dominated the second half, but it was so unlucky to come away with a 3-2 defeat there. And I think if you watch the game back, I think a draw probably fair us, and I think we could have even sneaked out on the patterns of the game. I feel really sort of hard done by, and the lads do, and I just said it to him. I thought it was absolute quality today, and I think it's one of our best games in terms of passing and sharpness. It's just football, it just happens sometimes. But I'm lucky, but a good performance from the lads today.
So as you mentioned in your match preview, Yate were in our league last year, challenging us for promotion, and ended up beating us to it. Yeah. And one of our last games of last season was a 4-1 defeat away to them, where, if we're honest, they beat us quite comfortably. Obviously today's still pre-season, but with the way we played and the performance, can you sort of take anything from the two performances, if you compare them, to give you confidence heading into the season?
Massively. And one of their players just sort of said the same to me at full time. The difference between us playing Yate in our last game when we lost 4-1 to today, it's chalk and cheese. It's I thought we were slightly the better side today, but I mean Yate's a quality side. Don't get me wrong; they're very dangerous and a good side themselves. But I mean we were dead even with them. If not, I said slightly better. Probably biased, but I don't think I am being biased. I think we was the better side today. One of the lads from their side just said then the sort of difference between the last game and this game is incredible, which it is. And we just got running positive. The lads keep their heads up. They know the patterns of play today and how we've played. And there is, I know we've lost, but it's certainly going to be a positive going into the season, because I think that was our best performance of the entire pre-season today.
Right, so with 2 weeks left of the season, obviously a couple of players playing in positions today that they don't usually play for us, and subs coming on and looking at different players. Have anybody sort of made your mind up with the starting lineup for the league game, or do you think things are still up for grabs?
I think probably 85% of the side, 90% of the side I know what our strongest side is for the start of the season. But players like Mike have come in today, and I thought we had an absolute superb game in his new position, and I had a feeling that's what we was going to get with Mike, with the sort of tenacity, picking the ball up and being that driving force. So although it's 90% in my mind what I think the starting lineup, it can always change. I mean, we've got 2 more games left, one Wednesday, one next Saturday, but the versatility of our team, our players. Like I said, we do swap formations today, and it's just they pick up naturally. So depending on what system we go with, what formation we go with, sort of dictates who the sort of starting 11 is. But saying that, no matter what formation we go with, I think I'm pretty much sort of 85-90% know what would be my starting lineup for the start of the season. But really good squad depth in terms of you could take 3 or 4 out of that. What I think is my starting 11 and what I think because of the quality of our actual squad.
Right, so one final message just for everybody to sign off on. What would it be?
I mean, we're nearly there now. Nearly there to the start of our season, and all this hard work, all the cut runs, and all the performances, formations changed. It's all for nothing if we don't take it into the season, and they will take it into the season. And it's just to keep believing what we're doing the right things, and the way we play. And I think we're going to have a good season, a successful season. And the key for me is our start. What we do in the first 4 or 5 games, if we can start well and start bright in the league, I think we'll go on and have a fantastic season with what we want to achieve. But for the lads, I mean, they've been superb from the moment we got back in pre-season. We've done hard yards, weeks and weeks of fitness training to get them into a position, and they haven't moaned once. We've got players today who've turned up, kitted up, they haven't managed to come on, there's no moans, there's a real sort of squad togetherness in there. So for me, as a manager at this level, we're not full-time, we're not professional. You coach, you guide, but it's down to the players to take it on board and learn and to thank the players because they've been superb with me right from the first week of pre-season. So a thank you to the lads. Let's keep going the last 2 games, and then let's start off the season with an absolute flyer, really, to get our season campaign and get our promotion run underway. But yeah.
Thanks for your time, John. On to the next one. At the box.